The Artist Room podcast with Jess.
Hi, everyone. It's Jess, the host for the Artist Room podcast, where we speak on music, creativity, inspiration, and everything in between. And today I have me a independent rapper and R&B artist from Richmond, Virginia, originally from New Jersey, but he's here now, and I'm super excited. We have Tygo. How are
What's
you?
going on? What's going on? Appreciate the platform. Thank you for having me.
Yes, no, thank you for joining. I know you're probably super busy, but thank you for clearing your schedule to join my little podcast.
Of course, of course.
Um, how did you get into music? I know that's a super basic question, but we gotta know.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been around music. Like, that's definitely my first love. When I was little, picked up the guitar, didn't know how to play it, but that was like one of the first things my parents got from me, and the drums as well. Um, Grew up in the church, playing drums in the church. Did band in middle school, so just all throughout life, music's just always been there. That's all I used to do. Like in school, supposed to be doing homework, I might download every mixtape that came out last week and just be listening to all the music and stuff. So I knew, didn't necessarily know like I was going to be doing music, but I knew the love for music was always there.
What kind of music are you drawn to?
Man, what was that? That was like early 2010. So obviously, like growing up, Lil Wayne was like everything. Like
Mhm,
I was like, yeah, Lil Wayne's the greatest rapper ever. Like my uncles, they always listen to like DMX, Jay Z, like the older, generation. I'm like, man, they can't do what Wayne can do, and I wasn't,
mhm,
but Wayne, I think Wiz Khalifa was like heavy in the mixtape game back then.
mhm,
Um, who else was I listening to? It was literally anybody that dropped anything. Like it's so many
mhm,
classic mixtapes, like, and it was just fun, like just going on there. Like you just never know when something's gonna drop. And back then, rappers were dropping something every day, so
mhm.
it didn't matter who it was. To be honest, I was downloading it, like people I've never heard of before. But yeah, it's just growing up and hearing so many different forms of music and different artists and their styles, kind of like all just like blended into me and what I so yeah, it was a lot of different artists.
So when you make music, for just in general, when you make music, um, are you making it to for other people to understand you, or is it really like for you?
I think that's a good question. I think like the creation and the process of making music, I don't consider anybody else. Like it's
Mhm,
really whatever I'm feeling in the moment, what feels right to me. And that's kind of even the reason why I started recording music. I just wanted to make music that I like to hear. I wasn't even planning on like putting anything out to the world. It was just like I can listen to this and I'll be cool. Um,
mhm,
I think once I do record the music, then that's when I start thinking about like how people receive it, how to package it. Because
mhm.
things come out all the time, so just figuring out how to stand out and stuff like that. So I think like creating the song, no, I don't think about anything. I don't consider any opinions. And then once it's done, or I think it's ready, then I'll start playing it for people, see what they think, get their perspectives, and you tweak it up, and you find things to add to it or maybe remove and stuff like that. So overall, I do consider what people like to hear. I take that into consideration, especially when it is time to drop and stuff like that. But as far as the creation of it, nah.
So, as far as like musical performances, have you performed in any location, especially in your area, as of recently?
Yeah, definitely. I've been performing for a couple of years now. I say like maybe like the last 2 or 3 years. All over Richmond, DC, 757, Charlotte. Just expanding out there as well. And actually, aside from making music, I have a entertainment company as well. We the Culture Entertainment, so we actually throw our own shows around the city as well. And we have all kind of artists open, perform, and things like that. So we try to do that at least once or twice a month. Give other artists a platform as well. It's always a good time. But yeah, I love performing. It's the best thing ever.
How many artists do y'all have within that?
It's a good question, and I can't give you the number off my head, but I can name them, and then we'll count. So
Okay.
shout out to Mook did it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jayzo, shout out to Wavy JC, shout out to No J, Shelly got bands. Am I missing anybody? No, that's five. Also, shout out to Ja, shout out to Island Kid. We got a lot of talented artists we work with consistently. So, but yeah, that's the
Mhm.
team right there. And yeah, we got a lot of stuff on the way. We actually got our next show coming up May 30th. So
Ooh, that's
that'll
exciting.
be in downtown at the center. Y'all know where it's at. If you don't know, look it up. It's a dope place, and we have a lot of crazy things lined up. So
I just don't want it to get it too deep. So just let
yeah,
me know if you're like, all right, just mind your business.
it's all
But
good. Nothing's off limits. Nothing's off limits.
do you feel like your art is healing you, or is it exposing wounds you didn't know were still open?
That's a good question. I would say both. I'm gonna say both. I think that sometimes I'm in a state where like man, this just happened in my life, and I gotta make music about it. And then once it's done, that's the hardest part. Is kind of like recording it, and then once you record it, you play it. You kind of feel better about the situation. But
Mhm.
then there's also scary times where like I'm a very visual and creative person,
Mhm.
so some of the songs I make aren't necessarily real scenarios. I mean, they're real in the general base, but when I go deep into detail of the song, it might be like a very specific, like at this time, on this night, at this place, where like that didn't necessarily happen or the scenario didn't happen in real life yet. But the scary thing is sometimes when I make these songs, these situations start happening. And I'm like,
Like deja vu,
yeah. And I'm like, dang, I need to make more songs about getting $1 billion. Like,
right?
you
Making it
know what I'm
and
saying? So yeah,
retiring.
I think it's both though. Like sometimes it's like, dang, you look inside yourself and like, um, you just find out things through the music. You know what I'm saying? And I think the best artists aren't scared to like. Of course, you're gonna make songs about how you're the best and you can do this and you can do that, but the artists that make songs about the things that aren't so comfortable to talk about or things that they see in themselves that they need to change, like those are the songs that really like separate you as an artist.
If you could steal one artist's fan base, who
Mm.
would it be? Like, who are you picking?
That's a good question. That's a lot of crazy fan bases.
You going with the Barb's?
I was about to say, I don't think any fan base is beating Beyonce's off of rip. I feel like she
Mm.
has like the craziest fan base. I would go with the bars, but lately they low key been falling off. I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day where they
No,
like,
there's still some holding on strong.
oh yeah, definitely, definitely. That's a big group too. That's a big group.
Yes.
Um, I'll probably go with Drake though. I think Drake's fan base, because I feel like with Drake, it doesn't matter what he puts out. Like they're gonna like love it as soon as they hit play. Like
Yeah.
he could literally burp and like they're like, oh my god, it's the greatest burp ever.
um, okay, I can see that. So you would choose Drake's fan base over Beyonce's?
I think so. Yeah, I think I would.
If your emotions were an instrument, what what would it play?
Mm, my emotions were an instrument. I would go with. I'll say the keyboard.
Why?
I say the keyboard because depending on the day, I could just be like very level-headed, mellow. That might be like one tap, one key. But then there's also days where like it's so much going on, and I can feel so many different ways where like a keyboard, you're pressing different keys at the same time, but it all just comes together to make a beautiful sound. Uh,
Hmm.
I think keyboards they can be very chaotic, and they can also be very basic and simple, and they also are like a good driving force for a song. So I feel like
Hmm.
that kind of compare that to how I feel most of the time. Like it just depends on the day, depends on what's required or whoever got me messed up that day.
Okay, I did want to ask because I feel like you have this like you have the ear and you listen to and you're like, dang, I should have wrote that.
Yeah.
What song you secretly wish you wrote?
Ooh, it's a lot of good songs. Dang, that's a hard question. Um, let me think. Let me think. A song I wish I wrote. Hmm. I'm gonna go with. It got to be something timeless. It got to be something that's like, even though I wasn't alive at the time. I'll say anything. Actually, no, I'm gonna just go with my favorite song, "Rock with You" by Michael Jackson. I wasn't alive, so I don't know if that counts. But
I mean, it's still a song that you listen to that you wish you
yeah,
wrote.
I wish I wrote that song. I love that song. That's my only reasoning behind it. I feel like timeless music that lives forever, like that's the biggest flex. Like you can have a song that like trending in the moment, but like a song that will never die. That it don't matter if you're 5 or 100. Like
Hmm.
people are gonna resonate with the song. You know what I'm saying? Like whether that's like cookout music or like the cha cha slide, whatever. Like those are they're just never gonna die. Like it doesn't matter who's on the earth. Like these songs are gonna live forever. So that
Hmm.
what's your pick? I'm kind of curious.
Ooh, what? So I'm sorry, I didn't mean to have that reaction.
No, you good. I put you on the spot.
Right? You're not the only one that has done this, and I'm always caught off guard. But a song that I would have wrote,
Yeah. Oh, what's your favorite song right now?
my favorite song. Okay. I'm actually really happy that you brought this up because Kalani is my favorite artist.
Okay.
And she just dropped her album. We're both Tauruses.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
still. The song that she has with Clips. I've been listening to that a lot. And oh, the song that she has with Lil Wayne. I feel like you'll like it.
Okay.
It's called Another Lover.
Yeah.
So I think you'll like that song for you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna tap in. I've been seeing a lot of people post her album, so
Hmm.
I'm definitely gonna give it a listen. I listen to R&B more than anything else, actually. So, you got
Hmm.
gave me something to do, so I gotta do my
Yeah.
homework. I'll let you know how what I think about it. But I think it's good. I've seen a lot of people saying good things about it. So,
Back to what you're working on, what you have released so far, your latest single. If you could tell me a little bit more about it or tell us all about it.
yeah, definitely. So I just dropped the EP, what, a week or 2 weeks ago. It's called 216 Hours. It's a different sound for me. I've never done this kind of sound before. It's kind of like kind of retro pop, 80s feel, super throwback, but I don't know. It was just something that connected with me when I heard the beats and even the concept behind the album, because like I said, I'm a visual kind of person, so I try not to just drop like just to drop like, oh, here's my link, go press play. Like I want to create a whole rollout behind it. That's my biggest thing. Like making music's the easy part. Actually rolling it out, that's the part where I got to really think. um but basically, I was watching Black Mirror. I don't know if you watch Black Mirror on Netflix.
Ooh, I love that show.
And it's been a while since I watched it, so but I think the concept of the episode I was watching was like these two people are together and they kind of knew like how long they were going to be together, like whether it was 5 years or 10 days or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that episode, but I was kind of playing off of that world. Um, and that's why it's called 216 Hours. The EP is 9 minutes, so I treat it every minute like a day. So it'd be 9 days, which is 216 hours. Um,
Mhm.
and it's also playing off the concept of, oh, make every second count, make every minute count. So instead of minutes, they're days. And just something cool to play off of, using your imagination. It's its own world. But the concept of it is like, hey, this is not going to last long. Um, and I know it's not going to last long. I'm telling you up front. And if you still choose to indulge, that's on you. That's on you. But like it can only go with so far. So that's kind of like the concept behind the EP. And it's just good music overall. It feels good. It's a lot of dancing, dance feel vibe as soon as you press play. And yeah, people have been loving it so far. I've been hearing some good things. I'm always like not nervous, but like I never know how somebody's gonna react when they hear my sound because I do so many different things. So it's like, if this person listens to rap, they probably not gonna listen to that, or if they listen to that, they probably not gonna listen. But granted, when I do play it, people really enjoy it. So it's always a good feeling, and it kind of just pushes my boundaries and keeps me outside the box.
Are we going to get another project this year or?
Definitely, I'm flooding. Like it's gonna be a couple more EPs that drop, and all the EPs I'm dropping are gonna have a completely different sound. So like That's also one of my biggest things. Like whatever you heard from me last time, don't expect it. Don't expect it again. It's gonna be something
Okay.
totally different. Um, and there might be like elements of like, things that I use on other projects, but like it's always like the sound as a complete whole is always gonna be different. So yeah, a bunch of EPs, We the Culture label tape with all the artists that I mentioned earlier. We're working on that now. So that's gonna drop like literally maybe a couple days before the concert, at the end of May. And yeah, I'm gonna just keep dropping EPs, and I'll drop an official album at the end of the year. So that'll be like December, November, December, around there.
Okay.
And
That's
I've been
exciting.
that album I've been working on for at least 3 years. So
You know, I mean, this is up to you. This is your obviously your decision,
yeah,
but I've heard of like little private listening tours. I think even Kalani did it with her album. So I feel like
yeah,
that would be cool, especially if you worked really hard on it for years,
yeah,
getting your team or getting, close friends, and then they invite like one other person and then
definitely.
just having that small group, like a little listening
Yeah,
party or tour. That would be cool.
yeah. I like the tour concept. I usually not for this. I didn't do it for this project, but the EP I dropped before Campaign Go. Um, we did a we did a listening party at the Charged Up store downtown in Richmond. It was like one of the staples in Richmond.
Hmm.
Shout out to Noah O for that. But yeah, I try to do different interactive things, and
Hmm.
I feel like we can get so lost in social media and trying to reach the world when it's like it's people right in front of you. And I
Yeah.
feel like building that like in-person relationship, people remember experiences more than they remember a song you played. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
remember how they felt more than like the actual song. And I feel like the songs that we really do love and connect with, we always have memories attached to them. So my biggest thing,
Right.
like trying to build those memories around the music as well. As an artist, I feel like that's very important starting out because the word of mouth, that's never gonna die. Like social media, of course, you can reach people that aren't there or whatever, but when you have that word of mouth, somebody can really vouch like, "Yo, I remember when I was there. Like, you gotta go next time. Like, I want to."
Mhm.
So I'm definitely taking that idea, and I will definitely make a stop in the 7-5. So
Yes, send an invite.
definitely.
Um, so we're getting an album soon. Well, not too soon, but this year.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. He already has an EP released, 216 hours. Y'all check that out. Let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram at tygo.3. And then I'm also on TikTok, tygoat.3. That's those are the only platforms I'm on right now. But yeah, I'm trying to be more consistent with dropping content. I should be dropping a new video this week. Well, by the time y'all see this, it's out. So make sure y'all go to my page and look at the video that I
Okay.
just dropped. It's called Something I Want, track 2 off of 216 hours. And then I'm also working on a short film for the entire EP because it's only, like I said, 9 minutes. So working with some directors right now on the treatment for that. So just be on the lookout for that. And yeah, TikTok page. Make sure you follow both pages because TikTok, I post videos that I don't post on Instagram. So it's like two different worlds, but all around the content and some good stuff on both pages. So
So yes, y'all follow him. Check out his videos that he's releasing. A lot of new projects are coming out, so definitely become a fan, become a fan. And thank you so much for watching me. Follow me on Instagram at Where's Jess, WHERSJESS, and subscribe, follow, comment, like to the Artist Room podcast on YouTube. And let me know who y'all want to see featured next in the upcoming episodes. And yes, thank you so much for watching.
hey, thank you for having me again. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.